All right. Shalom, family and friends. Once again, another short video on tonight. And this is concerning Happy Pagan Mother's Day. All right? Happy Pagan Mother's Day. Mother's Day is pagan, y'all. I wasn't going to do the video because I've done several videos concerning Pagan's Mother's Day. You understand? But this is just a short recap on tonight, and share the video with family and friends. Whoever tune in, I'll see you when you get into the room. I am your host, Shabar Israel, that's bringing forth this lesson. Please share this video with family and friends. You can check me out on YouTube as well, and that is Shabar Israel. Go to YouTube, type in SHABAR, Shabar Israel, and please like, comment, and subscribe. You can get at me on Twitter too. So you can follow me on Twitter, and last but not least, Facebook. So let's talk about Pagan's Mother's Day. Now, Mother's Day is pagan. Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, you should know that Mother's Day is pagan. And you also should know that you, Black, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are what they would call the lost 12 tribes of Israel. So if you are an Israelite, then you're not supposed to be celebrating pagan holidays or following any customs, traditions, and manners of America. We already know that, right? So I'm going to show you in the Bible, because I don't do lessons without the good book, without the sword. Okay, this is the sword of the Lord, and I don't do lessons without the good book. So let me show you what I'm talking about, so you can see that yourself. Mother's Day is pagan. So when we go into the Bible, I'm going to show you guys something concerning Mother's Day. Like I said, I wasn't going to do it, but it's okay. I'll do it. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. But I'll do it, guys. It's no problem. I'll do it. So, let's see where I'm heading to in the Bible. I want to cut straight to the point. Now, let's go to... I want to get a good one. See what book, chapter, and verse I'm going to get. Well, let's go to the book of Judges. I believe, is it Judges? Check it out. I'm going to show you this, guys. I believe it's Judges. And I'm going to scroll through it as quick as I can. Judges 2 and 13. Now, Judges 2 and 13. Judges 2 and 13 says, I want you guys to see it. Watch this. All right? So here go Judges 2 and 13. All right? You guys can see it. Judges 2 and 13. It says, so this is talking about the children of Israel right here. Let's look at Judges 2 and 11. And then I will read down to verse 13, right? Judges 2 and 11. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and served Baalim. And you still serving Baalim to this day. And I'm going to explain who is Baalim. So it says, and the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord. Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Americans. You did evil back then, and you still doing evil today, and you're still serving Baalim, right? Judges 2 and 12. And they forsook the Lord God of their fathers, which brought them out of the land of Egypt, and they followed other gods. To follow other gods is to follow holidays, customs of America, because holidays, each holiday comes with a pagan god. So they follow other gods, and of the gods of the people that were round about them, and they bowed themselves unto them, and they provoked the Lord to anger. Judges 2 and 13. And they forsook the Lord, and they served Baal and Asherah. You see that? All right. So in Judges 2 and 13, it says the children of Israel, they forsook the Lord, and they served Baal and Asherah. Now, who is Baal and Asherah, guys? We see Northern Smith is watching, also Louis Herrera. We appreciate you guys for your time. Please like, comment, and share this video. You understand? Guys, I appreciate your time. We know time is valuable. But going back to the Bible, dealing with Judges 2 and 13, it says that the Israelites, they forsook the Lord and they served Baal and Asherah. Once again, right? Watch this. So it says, and they forsook the Lord and they served Baal and Asherah. Now, who in the hell is Baal and Asherah? Baal, guys. Let me explain Baal. Baal is, matter of fact, let me get the Bible encyclopedia. Let me get that. All right, so this is the Laban's Bible encyclopedia. See that? Wait a minute, guys. I want you to see it. It says the Laban's Bible encyclopedia. This is the Bible encyclopedia, right? So we showed you in Judges 2 and 13 that the Israelites, they forsook the Lord and they did what? They served Baal and Asherah. So let's go into the Laban's Bible encyclopedia and let's figure out who was Baal. So who in the hell is Baal? All right. Watch this, guys. Remember, this is in the Laban's encyclopedia. All right. So let's look at. I'm still scrolling through it. Now, you're gonna see in the Laban's encyclopedia, you're gonna come across Balaam or Balaam. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta explain this dealing with Baal. I don't even see it in the Laban's encyclopedia, guys. I thought it would be in here, but I don't even see it. I thought it was in here, but this might be the wrong encyclopedia. And for the sake of time, I'm not gonna waste a whole lot of time. So it says the Laban's Bible encyclopedia. I thought Baal would be located in here, but unfortunately it's not. So I'm going to explain who is Baal. You understand? I'm going to explain. Now Baal is a pagan god of the Canaanites. You understand? The Canaanites, they were the descendants of Canaan. Okay? The Canaanites are Hamites. The Canaanites are Africans, right? And so the Israelites, remember the Israelites, we are not African. We are not African, guys. We are the Jews that the Bible speaks of. All right? So you had the Israelites, which were Jews, you know, that they forsook their God and they went and served Baal and Asherah. In other words, Baal is the pagan god of the Canaanites, which are the Hamites. And basically the sun god. They call Baal the sun god of the Canaanites. And so the Israelites, they went and they served Baal, and also they went and they served Asherah. Now, who was Asherah? Asherah was the Canaanite goddess. You understand? She was a pagan Canaanite goddess who the Canaanites also worship. You see what I'm saying? And so the Israelites, they went and did that. Now, what in the hell is Baal and Asherah today? Okay, so let me show you in the Bible. Judges 2 and 13. And they forsook the Lord and they served Baal and Asherah. See that? Baal and Asherah. Baal was Canaanite god of the Hamites, the Africans, sun god. Asherah was the Canaanite goddess of the Hamites. You know what I'm saying? And she was also known as the moon goddess. And so basically what the Israelites did, they forsook the Lord and they served the sun god Baal, and they also served the moon goddess Asherah. So now, what is Baal and Asherah today? Baal and Asherah today, Baal is Father's Day and Asherah is Mother's Day. All right? I told you I'm not going to hold you guys very long. Baal today, when you read the Bible and it speaks of this pagan god Baal, Baal is Father's Day and Asherah in the Bible is Mother's Day. So if you celebrated Mother's Day, You celebrated a pagan holiday, a satanic holiday that deals with the commemoration and the worship of Ashereth. You understand? But a lot of us, we didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know that. And it's all good because, you know, you can't be you can't be held accountable for what you don't know. But after you have known these things, after you come to terms and knowing these things, then you know that's on you. You know what I'm saying? So choose right or wrong. You see what I'm saying? Choose what's godly and choose what's ungodly. So I showed you in Judges 2 and 13 that they forsook the Lord and they served Baal and Asherah. Now let me show you Baal. Baal is nothing but Nimrod. So I'm going to show you. Wait a minute. You see Nimrod here? Nimrod. Nimrod was a Cushite. He was the first Babylonian king. You know what I'm saying? That is basically who Baal is. You know what I'm saying? And so when you indulge in Father's Day, basically the Father's Day was in the honor of Nimrod. You know what I'm saying? Nimrod, also known as Baal, the sun god. You know what I'm saying? All of these are Nimrod. You see what I'm saying? That's where they get the Santa Claus from. That's where they get Santa Claus. Santa Claus is nothing but Nimrod, because Nimrod, he was born on December 25th. See what I'm saying? So this guy right here was born during the winter solstice on December 25th. Nimrod, he was a satanic Cushite, a Babylonian, a wicked Babylonian that tried to overthrow God. He the one was put in charge of building the Tower of Babel. When you read the Bible, you know, back in the days in ancient Sumer, he was the king. You know, the first king to rule, Nimrod. Nimrod, it means to rebel. See what I'm saying? So he rebelled on the Most High, tried to overthrow God's people. Eventually, Nimrod ends up dying. Nimrod ends up dying because it tells you in the ancient Sumerian text, Nimrod, he ends up dying, and Nimrod was killed by Shem, which was Shem was one of the sons of Noah. See right here, guys, right there, man. So you can see that Shem, which was one of the sons of Noah, decapitated Nimrod. He cut him in 14 pieces. You know what I'm saying? And after Nimrod was dead, his Semiramis, which was Asteroth that the Bible speaks of, the moon goddess, she said that after Nimrod was dead, she said that he had risen and became the burning sun. You see what I'm saying? So eventually, Nimrod, he was killed, and it was said that now. Listen, guys, this is not a true story, but this is recorded in the ancient Sumerian text, the ancient Mesopotamian Sumerian text. This is recorded that Nimrod, you know what I'm saying, he was the first king of the earth, and then he was murdered by Shem, the son of Noah, and after he was murdered, his wife, you know, Semiramis, aka Asherah, said that he ascended into the sky and became the burning sun, and he was called Baal. So, guys, it went from being called Nimrod to Baal, the sun god. And this where Sunday come from. You see what I'm saying? Because the pagans, you know, on Sun's Day, they called it Sun's Day, being the first day of the week. On Sun's Day, what they did was they got together to praise and honor Baal. See what I'm saying? So these Canaanites in the Bible, they show adulation and commemoration and honor to Baal, because they was told that Nimrod had risen and became the burning sun. And so the Canaanites got together on the first day of the week, and they called it Sun's Day to give honor to supposedly Baal. And today they call it Sunday. You see what I'm saying? So back then they called it Sun's Day, but today they call it Sunday. And the second day of the week, which is Monday, they also got together to give praise and honor to the moon goddess, which is known as Asteroth in the Bible. All right, because that's why I was bringing out Judges 2 and 13. I was bringing out Judges 2 and 13 that says that Israel forsook the Lord and they served Baal and Asherah. So I'm just breaking down who is Baal and Asherah. Baal is the sun god of the Canaanites, who the Canaanites worship. You see what I'm saying? Which was Nimrod in the beginning. And Asherah is the moon goddess. You know what I'm saying? Which was Semiramis. See what I'm saying? Which was Nimrod's wife, also his mother, because he married his own mama. See what I'm saying? And eventually she became, in the ancient Sumerian text, she became the moon goddess. She became the moon goddess. You see what I'm saying? She became the moon goddess, and that's where you get Monday from. Because just like the pagan Canaanites were gathered together to show homage and worship to the sun, they gathered together also to show homage and worship to the moon goddess Asherah, and they called that day Monday. So the first day of the week was Sun's Day, who they gave worship to Baal, which was Nimrod, became the burning sun god. And then on Monday they gave worship to Semiramis, Asherah. They called it Moon's Day, but today they call it Monday. And this is who you giving worship to. If you celebrate a Mother's Day is also in the commemoration of Asherah. Mother's Day is also in the commemoration of Asherah, aka the moon goddess. You see what I'm saying? So if you celebrate a Mother's Day, you did this out of ignorance. You gave praise and worship to Semiramis, aka Asherah in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Semiramis, this was the mother, like I'm telling you. This was the mother of Nimrod. This was Nimrod's mother was Semiramis. And also, Semiramis, she had deep compassion. She had deep compassion and love for her son. So she ends up marrying her own son, Nimrod. See what I'm saying? And this is who you read about in Judges 2 and 13 when it says the Israelites served Baal and Asherah. This is Baal, Nimrod, which became the sun god Baal. And this is Asherah. Asherah is Semiramis, which they said became the moon goddess. You see what I'm saying? So when you read in the Bible in Judges 2 and 13, and it says the Israelites, they served Baal and Asherah. You Israelites, you still serving Baal and Asherah. Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, you still serving Baal and Asherah. And I'm going to tell you how you doing this. When you celebrate Mother's Day, you have served Asherah. When you celebrate Father's Day, you have served Baal. I'm going to say it again. If you celebrated or if you paid attention, if you indulged in Mother's Day, guess what? You forsook the Lord and you serve Asherah. See what I'm saying? You serve Asherah. Mother's Day don't have nothing to do with your mother. Mother's Day don't have nothing to do with your mother. Mother's Day is all about the praise and worship and glorification of Asherah, man. You understand? But they told you that it was directed to your mothers. Well, guess what, guys? You got 365 days throughout the year. You have 365 days throughout the year. And you mean to tell me that only one day is Mother's Day to you? No, every day should be Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Every day should be Father's Day, not just one particular day. See what I'm saying? You got 365 days throughout the year, and you set aside one day to honor your mother. That's sad. You set aside one day to honor your father. That's sad. Every day should be Mother's and Father's Day. So what the hell is they talking about? So when they tell you that I'm doing this for my mother, why you can't show honor and why you can't be grateful every day for your mother? Why you can't be grateful every day for your father? Why you gotta do it only once out of 365 days? That lets you see that Mother's Day ain't got a damn thing to do, you know what I'm saying, with the people. No, I'm telling you, Mother's Day is all about the praise, the honor, and the glory of this pagan Canaanite goddess by the name of Semiramis, aka Ashtoreth. And I'm going to show you her again. Alright? I'm going to show it to you again. If you celebrated Mother's Day, this is who you gave your energy to. This is who you gave your frequency, your vibration to. Ashtoreth. It speaks about this woman in the Bible. I'm not making it up. I'm not going to give you all these book, chapter, and verses in the Bible. If you want to read about Ashtoreth, it speaks about Ashtoreth in 1 Kings 11 and 5. It speaks about Ashtoreth in 1 Kings 11 and 33. It speaks about Ashtoreth in 2 Kings 23 and 13. Ashtoreth also is known as the Queen of Heaven. It speaks about her as the Queen of Heaven in Jeremiah chapter 7 verse 18. It speaks about her as the Queen of Heaven in Jeremiah 44 verse 17 through 19. It speaks about the Queen of Heaven as in Jeremiah 44 and 25. So Ashtoreth also is known as the Queen of Heaven. And these are the verses in the Bible that she's titled as the Queen of Heaven. These are the verses in the Bible that she's titled as Ashtoreth. I showed you guys. And another thing in the Bible, she's also known as Diana in the Bible. Yes, she's also known as Diana in the Bible. I believe this is in the book of Acts. She's known as Diana. These are the names. Let me show you all the names of Ashtoreth, because Ashtoreth, she has different names. You understand? She has different names. So let me show you. These are the names of Ashtoreth, which is the Queen of Heaven. See, Demeter. The Greeks call her Demeter. The Romans call her Diana. The Greeks called her also Artemis. You see what I'm saying? The Phrygians called her Cybele. You know, the Cappadocians, you know, they called her Ma. The Phoenicians called her Astarte. The Assyrians called her Ishtar. The Cyprians called her Aphrodite. The Babylonians called her Ashtoreth. The Canaanites called her Ashtoreth. You see what I'm saying? The Mysians called her Bortania, if I'm saying that right. The Greeks called her Hera. So Ashtoreth, which is this Canaanite goddess, pagan Canaanite goddess, who is nothing but, you know, set up in the skies of Mother's Day, she is called by different names. See, the Greeks also called her Gaia. The Romans called her Venus. The Greeks called her Athena. You see, it just goes on and on. She's also known as Easter in America. See that? So in America, she's also known as Easter. Because Easter comes from Ishtar. So this woman has different names. You see what I'm saying? Easter comes from Ishtar because she's also known as Ishtar. So if you celebrated Easter, guess what? If you celebrated Easter, guess who you gave your energy to? You gave your energy to Ashtoreth. If you celebrated Mother's Day, you gave your energy to Ashtoreth. Now guess what's coming up next? Father's Day's coming up next. So Father's Day coming up next, and guess what? If you celebrate Father's Day, you're going to be giving your energy to who? You're going to be giving your energy to Judges 2 and 13 in the Bible. You're going to be giving your energy to Baal. So if you're going to celebrate, you already know gave your energy to Ashtoreth. That's Mother's Day. Now, if you're gonna be part of Father's Day, you're going to give your energy to Baal. Who is Baal? Baal was Nimrod. Allegedly, he died and became the burning sun. That's where Sunday comes from. Ashtoreth, she became the moon goddess. Moon Day. That's where Monday comes from. You see what I'm saying, guys? So we got to be very aware of what the hell we are doing. You see what I'm saying? We got to be very aware what the hell that we are doing. Now, it was said that Baal and Ashtoreth had a son. You can go and read this in the Bible. But it was said that Baal and Ashtoreth had a son by the name of Tammuz. All right? So when you go into the Bible and when you go into Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel in the Old Testament, when you go to Ezekiel chapter 8 verse 14, it speaks about Tammuz. Because as you can see, Semiramis right here, this is known as Ashtoreth. Nimrod, he became the burning sun, Baal. And as you can see, it says Nimrod. he became the sun god Baal. Ashereth, Semiramis, aka Ashereth, she became the moon goddess of ancient Babylon. So you have Sunday and Monday, sun's god and moon's god. Sunday and Monday, Nimrod, aka Baal. Sunday, Ashereth, also Semiramis, aka the moon goddess. So I'm not making it up. She was the wife and mother of Nimrod. See that? And it was said that they had a son by the name of Tammuz. And you can look this up in Ezekiel 8 and 14. So I'm not pulling your leg on this stuff, guys. And it also tells you in Ezekiel chapter 8 verse 16 how they was worshiping. Ezekiel 8 verse 16, it showed you how they was giving sun worship. All this stuff is in the Bible, man. Now I'm going to show you something, guys. You see this BP? You see this BP logo? This is the gas station logo, BP. Now, if you never knew about that logo, BP, what does BP stands for? Don't listen to the bullshit out here that they telling you, because I'm about to show you in the Bible what BP stands for. Don't listen to this. Don't listen to these shitty ass lies that the government is misleading you and telling you. I'm about to show you really what BP stands for. So now, when we go to Numbers, the 25th chapter, verse 3. Numbers in the Old Testament. Let's go to Numbers 25 and verse 3. And I'm going to show you what BP stands for. Because, guys, it goes deep. And I ain't even trying to go deep tonight. I told you, I'm not even going to make this lesson real long, because I ain't even trying to go deep. But I'm going to tell you, man, you need to open your damn eyes up. Because this stuff right here in your face, all these subliminal messages, all these tricks the elites are playing on us, right in your face, man. And you got to have that spiritual discernment. You got to open your mind, open your third eye up, and start seeing this shit, man. Now watch this. This is on Numbers 25 and 3. Numbers 25 and 3. Watch this. Let's see what that BP stands. I'm going to show you the logo once again. You see right there, it says BP, Louis Herrera, Zalton Reed, Laquez, Northern Smith. You see where it says BP? Now what the hell does that stand for? Let's go to Numbers 25 and 3 in the Bible. Watch this. Y'all ready? Watch this. This is the book of Numbers 25 verse 3. Numbers 25 verse 3. Watch this. I'm going to start with Numbers 25 verse 1 and make my way down to verse 3. Numbers 25 verse 1. And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. So they go to Israelites. They go to Israelites again, being wicked as hell, committing whoredom, committing idolatry with the daughters of Moab, the modern day Chinese. Now watch this. Numbers 25 and 2. And they called the people into the sacrifices of their gods, and the people did eat, and they bowed down their gods. Watch this. Numbers 25 and 3. Here it is. It says, and Israel joined himself into who? Israel joined himself into who? Israel. Who is the Israelites? Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans. What did we do back then? We joined ourselves to Baal Peor, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. Because guess what? We still following Baal Peor. The Israelites joined themselves to Baal Peor back then, and guess what? We still following Baal Peor today. But we don't know who Baal Peor is talking about. See, you follow Baal Peor because we know Father's Day is coming up. So if you're going to go ahead and indulge in Father's Day, you want to be a part of Father's Day, you're going to worship Baal Peor, and you're going to piss the Lord off, because Father's Day is all about the worship of Nimrod, a.k.a. Baal Peor, the sun god. So we showed you in Numbers, the 25th chapter, verse 3, Baal Peor. Numbers 25, verse 3. It says Baal Peor. So when you go over here, what the hell you think that stands for? It stands for Baal Peor, because Baal Peor was Nimrod. Nimrod was Baal Peor. Nimrod became the burning sun. Nimrod, he became the sun god Baal. Baal PR. So when Nimrod became the burning sun, they called him Baal PR. And that's exactly why you see this sun logo here. You see that? So when you pull up at the BP gas station to get some gas, and you see that damn sun logo, that sun logo represents Nimrod. It represents Nimrod, which became Baal PR. BP, Baal PR. You see this? So the white man, the goddamn white man, we know the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. These wicked ass Edomites, the goddamn white man, you know what he does? He subliminalized this stuff. He hides this stuff. Because the Illuminati, the 13 international the banking families, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, the Bilderbergs, all you secret society, all you secret elite group of people, what you do? You hide all this shit subliminally right there in front of our face so we can't see it. And that's why this lesson is only for the chosen. Because to be able to see this stuff, you got to have your third eye open, man. Because most of you niggas are lost in the sauce and you don't know what's going on. So you better enter and understand that you are an Israelite that the Bible speaks of. You're not a nigga. You're not a Mexican. You're not a Latino. You're not an Indian. You are an Israelite that the Bible speaks of. God's chosen people. And you same people back then, you was worshiping Baal PR. You same people back then, just like it said in Judges 2 and 13. You was worshiping Baal and Asherah back then, and you still doing the shit today. Celebrating Mother's Day, worshiping Asherah. Celebrating Father's Day, worshiping Baal. And guess what? When you do that, that's idol worship. The Bible speaks against idol worship. So I'm going to close it out by giving you this right here. Now, what did it say in Exodus, the 20th chapter? What did it say in Exodus 20 and verse 3? Let's see. Our people, they perish for the lack of knowledge. Don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on, man. Exodus 20 and verse 3. Watch this. This is the book of Exodus 20 verse 3. What did Moses tell us when he was given the commandments to give to Israel? Exodus 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. That means idolatry. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. So what does it mean in Exodus, the 20th chapter, verse 3, when God tells the Israelites that they shall have no other gods before him? You know what that means to have another God before the Most High? If you want to put another God before the God of Israel, you know what you're doing? You know what you're doing? You're celebrating holidays instead of holy days. That's what you're doing. See, the Bible tells us to celebrate holy days. But when you put a holiday before a holy day, guess what you're doing? You have put another God before the Most High. See, when it says thou shalt not have no other gods, the other gods that it's talking about is these federal holidays of America. Because guess what holidays is known as? Holidays is known as traditions. All right? So when we go to Matthew 15 verse 3, I'm going to show you this right quick, guys. In the New Testament, when we go to Matthew 15 verse 3, let's see what Matthew 15 verse 3 says in the New Testament. See, if you knew who you were, you wouldn't be doing this bullshit. All right? Matthew 15 verse 3. And a lot of people say, oh, why he speaks so harsh? He speaks so hard. Because we are real men of the Lord. That's why. Men of the Lord, we are steer men. We ain't no weak ass man. You understand? We the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. So we gonna give it to you straight, uncut, and raw. You see what I'm saying? Why he speak like that? Why he talk like that? Because that's the only way we got to get up. That's the only way it seems we're going to get through to our people. Watch this. Matthew 15 and verse 3, man. Matthew 15 verse 3. This is in the New Testament. Matthew, the Gospel Matthew 15 verse 3. But he answered and said unto them, why do you also transgress the commandments of God by your traditions? So, you know what I'm saying? The Israelites was doing that back then, man. The Messiah act, the Israelites was doing that. The Jews was doing that. You so-called Negroes, you the real Jews. The Messiah answered and said unto them, who? The Jews. He said, why do you also transgress the commandment of God by your tradition? Because in Exodus 20:3, the Most High said that we should not have no other gods before him. But if you're going to put another God before the God of Israel, you know how you do that? This is when you transgress the commandments of God by your traditions. So when you follow tradition, you set another God before the Most High. When you follow tradition, you set another God over the Most High. You want to celebrate Mother's Day? You have set another God before the Most High. You want to celebrate Father's Day? You have set another God before the Most High. You want to celebrate Easter? You have set another God before the Most High. You want to celebrate Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day, and all these other wicked-ass federal holidays? Guess what you have done? You have set another God before the Most High. Because when the Bible tells you in Exodus 20 verse 3, in Exodus 20 verse 3, it says, thou shalt have no other gods before me. The other gods today are, guess what? The traditional practices that you are indulging in. So when you run after these federal holidays, 4th of July, Columbus Day, and all this bullshit out here, when you running after that, guess what you're doing? You're setting another God before the Most High. Because guess what? You cannot celebrate, you cannot uphold, you cannot be a part of a holiday without including the pagan god that comes with it. Every holiday has a pagan god which comes along with it. Every holiday has a pagan god which comes along with it. Christmas is the celebration of Nimrod and Tammuz. Valentine's Day is the celebration of Saint Valentine, Lupercalia. See what I'm saying? What is Easter? Easter is all about the worship of Ishtar. Going back to Semiramis, the moon goddess. What is Mother's Day? All about Ishtar. All about Semiramis, Asherah, going back to the moon goddess. What is Father's Day? All about Baal. All about Nimrod, the Babylonian king. It don't matter. What is the 4th of July? You want to celebrate the 4th of July? The 4th of July ain't got a damn thing to do with us. Because we were still slaves. You understand? The 4th of July, the Declaration of Independence, supposedly was signed on July 4th, 1776. Well, guess what we was doing in the 17th century? We were still out in the, we had our ass still out in the cotton fields picking cotton. We wasn't liberated until 1865 when Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. So we really ain't even liberated. We were just emancipated. And emancipation ain't freedom. But what I'm saying is, we was emancipated in 18th century. What the hell we was doing in the 17th century? Getting our backs beat out, picking cotton. And you niggas want to run and celebrate the 4th of July. Ain't got a damn thing to do with you, let alone the American flag. Ain't even your flag. The American flag ain't got a damn thing to do with blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans. And you still want to celebrate corporate America. You still want to be part of this corporation. You understand? Wicked ass America. You still want to follow the customs and traditions and the manners and the philosophy of this pagan ass Babylon the Great America that the Bible speaks of. And you don't want to keep no laws. You don't want to come back to your God as the nation of Israel. You don't even want to acknowledge you're an Israelite. Most of you don't even want to acknowledge you're an Israelite. But you want to keep following the wicked ass white man. You understand? Then you get mad when the white man kill up our people. The white man is the Edomites the Bible speaks of. Then you want to get mad when the white man kill our people up. Oh, we want justice for Arbery. What that guy named? The guy that was jogging and he got killed by 2 white supremacists. Now, we was mad as hell about that. But then we turn around and celebrate the white man's holidays. We want justice and peace. We want justice and peace. We want to protest and we want to march against the white man. But then we want to turn around and celebrate the goddamn white man holidays. How stupid is that? You understand? Y'all better wake up, man. You blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Americans, you are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. So I just kind of gave you a quick recap on Mother's Day, letting you see that Mother's Day ain't got a damn thing to do with our customs as the Israelites. Mother's Day is a pagan ass celebration of the heathen that don't belong to the nation of Israel. So guys, let me read this article and then I'm gonna close out, man. And we thank all you guys that was able to tune in today. We thank all you guys for sacrificing your time. Now, before I close out, I'm going to give you proof because all I bring is facts. Now, Mother's Day. What president approved Mother's Day? What president approved Mother's Day? Louis Herrera, Zalton Reed, Laquez Walker, Northern Smith. What president approved Mother's Day? Because we know every federal holiday, it has to be approved by a president. Right? So what president approved Mother's Day? What president made Mother's Day eligible? President Woodrow Wilson. All right? So President Woodrow Wilson, another wicked ass Edomite. All your damn presidents was wicked as hell. All your damn presidents owned slaves. All your presidents was Freemasons too. And all your presidents owned slaves. They raped, robbed, and they murdered slaves. All your goddamn wicked ass presidents. That's why I ain't never liked money. Because you can't look at a dollar bill without seeing the cracker face on it. That's why I ain't never liked money. I ain't never liked Federal Reserve notes. Even though we know that we got to spend it to maintain. We know that we got to spend it to maintain. We got to get money to maintain. I never liked money because none of my ancestors' faces on the money. You see what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Americans, where your face at on the money? Where's your face on the $5 bill? Where's your face on the $10 bill? What about the $20 bill? What about $50 bill? What about the $100 bill? Where's your face on the currency? That lets you see that America was never for blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans. America ain't got a damn thing to do with you niggas. You want to keep running after the white man. You want to keep celebrating the customs of America, but they ain't got your face on the currency. So what they telling you? You understand? And never had your people in office. You see what I'm saying? I don't even want to get into politics. You see, I'm not even trying to get in that. But what I'm saying is this right here, guys. You got to enter and understand what the hell is going on. President Woodrow Wilson, he was the one that put the patent in approving Mother's Day. Now, there was a white woman by the name of Anna Jarvis. You can look this up. Anna Jarvis, she the one came up with the ideal of Mother's Day. Now, when you look this up, you're going to see that I'm not lying to you guys. President Woodrow Wilson. President Woodrow Wilson. You know what he did? In 1914, he approved Mother's Day. Look it up. Another wicked ass president. Now he approved Mother's Day. And President Wilson, I forgot to put this out here. President Woodrow Wilson, he can also be found on the $100,000 bill. All right. And President Woodrow Wilson in the year 1914, he the one approved a Mother's Day, but it was created by Anna Jarvis in 1908. And it became the official United States holiday in 1914 when President Woodrow Wilson approved of it. Now you think the white man is the righteous that the Bible speaks of? The white man is the wicked. The white man is the wicked the Bible speaks of, the Edomites. And it ain't in their heart to do good. Because let me show you where Mother's Day, I told you where Mother's Day come from. It came from an ancient heathen pagan custom that the heathens, the Canaanites, the Romans, and the Greeks, all of them were celebrating Mother's Day back then. Now, I'm going to show you this, guys, and I'm on Mount. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this. Mother's Day, the historical precursors. The celebration of mothers and motherhood can be traced back to the ancient Greeks. Mother's Day can be traced back to the ancient Greeks. Mother's Day can be traced back to the Greeks and the Romans who held festivals in honor of the mother goddess Rhea and Sabel. So the Greeks and the Romans, they held honor. They held honor to who? The mother goddess, Rhea and Sabel. Now, who in the hell is Rhea and Sabel? Who in the hell is Rhea and Sabel that the Romans and the Greeks held this day to? I told you, Ashereth, because she has many names. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is Rhea and Sabel. The Greeks called her Rhea. The Romans called her Sabel. However you want to put it, she had different names. I already showed you this, guys, earlier. This is talking about Ashereth. This is talking about Semiramis, a wicked-ass pagan goddess. That's where Mother's Day comes from. And you had two Edomites, two so-called white people, two Edomites, and a Jarvis that came up with this pagan-ass idea, and you add President Woodrow Wilson that approved of it. You understand? So I ain't got to sit here and lie to y'all, man. And don't hear me this bullshit when you go to Exodus 20 and 12. Don't hear me this when it says in Exodus 20 and 12 to honor thy father and thy mother. Because a lot of these wicked-ass pagan churches, they going to try to use that. You understand? Your pastor going to tell you what the Bible says, honor your mother and your father. It ain't talking about Mother's Day and Father's Day. Exodus 20 and 12, when it says honor thy father and mother, that ain't got a damn thing to do with pagan-ass Mother's and Father's Day. When it says honor thy father and thy mother, it's telling you as children to obey your parents. That's what it means. When it says honor your father and your mother, as children, you should obey your parents. Obeying your parents is honoring your mother and your father. Ain't got a damn thing to do with Mother's Day. But that's what these pork chop eating pastors, wicked ass pulpit pimps, they try to put that in there. Exodus 20 and 12. Oh, the Bible says honor thy father and mother. You're supposed to honor your father and mother each and every day by being obedient, by obeying their rules and regulations. Not one time out the year. You niggas are lost, man. You understand? Especially you wicked ass pastors that don't want to listen to this truth, and the rest of you blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans that's thinking it's a game is not a game. You need to wake up and get some understanding and some knowledge and some wisdom to know that we are the chosen people that the Bible speaks of. We are the Israelites. We ain't supposed to be keeping no damn federal holidays. If you look in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter in the Bible, it tells you what we're supposed to keep. As the Israelite nation, when you look in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, it tells you that God gave us feast days. God gave us holy days. God gave us the Sabbath day to keep. God gave us Passover, Feast of Dedication, and Memorial blowing trumpets, Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Purim. You understand? The day of Pentecost, the Feast of the Unleavened Bread. You see what I'm saying? Those are our feast days that we supposed to keep. We supposed to keep holy days, not no wicked ass holidays. Okay? So as the Israelites, we got to do what? We got to come out of Babylon. Just like the Bible says, come out of her, my people, so you won't be partakers of her sins. That's what we got to do. So the next time you feel the need to celebrate Mother's Day or Father's Day, please reminisce on this video. Reminisce on this video. Go back and look at the video. If you miss some things and now go back and look at it, replay it, pause it, take notes, do what you got to do to work out your salvation. And know that this country was never for you. It ain't got a damn, it ain't even really a country, it's a corporation. And just know it ain't for you. It don't got a damn thing to do with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, guess what? They are the burden bearers to the true citizens of this nation. We are the burden bearers to the real true citizens of this nation. America. Remember, you can spell America with 3 Ks. This was set up against you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We came in America because we broke the commandments. We ain't even supposed to be over here. Breaking the commandments got us over here on slave ship. Just like the Bible said, just like the prophecies in the Bible said, we would come to another land that we didn't know nothing about, and we would serve other gods of wood and stone. Gods who we knew not. Gods who our ancestors didn't know nothing about because we broke the commandments. You understand? So please enter and understand and get to know these things. Northern Smith, Louis Arrell, Zalton Reed, Laquez Walker, and Wanda Smith. Now, if you guys know this already, then that's good. I'm not talking to you guys. If you know this already, that's good. But I'm talking to the guys that don't know this. If you don't know this information, guys, it is very crucial for you to grab this information as soon as possible, because the Lord, the salvation is near, man. You understand? Salvation is near like never before. So guys, appreciate your time. Thank you once again, Louis Herrera, Zalton Reed, Laquez Walker, Wanda Smith. It's been another awesome lesson, guys, and I'll see you in the next edition. Shalom.